Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel and welcome to the Dice Tower. Today we're taking a look at the GAMA Trade Show 2023. So a couple things I want to talk about here. First of all, the GAMA Trade Show is just what I said. It is a trade show. It is an industry show. A consumer, a normal person cannot go to this show. It is for people who are involved in the game industry, and there are multiple different branches. There are publishers, there are distributors, there are manufacturers, there are retailers, there are designers, and then there's press. I was a hosted guest, which means they helped with the cost of coming in for the trip. Me and Lindsay went there together, and we looked around. I looked at new games. We had a lot of meetings and different things for the Dice Tower. It was a very business-oriented trip. I played a few games over the course of the 3.5 days that I was there, but not many. It was mostly there for meetings and business stuff, and frankly, most people would find it boring, except that you are surrounded by games. A lot of new stuff is shown off there. The hit of the show, for sure, like not even a close second, was Lorcana, the Call of Duty announcement from Arcane Wonders being a second there. But there's a lot of different things that are announced and going on. So what this video is going to be is, it is a series of vignettes of just different things I took video of. I was going there, again, to talk and do stuff. Videoing the event was a very secondary goal for me. So, you know, just keep that in mind as you look at these things, because I had a lot of other things in my mind. But hopefully you'll find some of this interesting. Here we go.
All right, here's Snapship Tactics. I'm very much looking forward to this one coming out soon. We got some games here we got Galaxy Rush with spaceships going up. And we just talked about this one recently on the channel, The Finest Fish. Very, very pretty game, especially when this is completely full of scales. And then, I'm not going to pronounce this, I always say it wrong, but Growing Plants, which looks like a roll and write game. Here we have Good Games. That's the name of the company. But hey, it's better than the name of your company like Terrible Games or something like that. Horrible Games. Yeah, right. I don't get it. Anyway, this came out in December. Too Many Cooks, a cooperative game. Vegetables. Okay, now we're in the trash here, folks. This is a game coming from Deepwater at Gen Con, they said. And here you have to arrange trash in the same way somebody else did. Is this a boat? No, that's a boat. Which one of these is Early Bird? So very similar to some other party games you might have seen, but with trash. Look, everyone, it's Zoo Badass. Look how pretty this looks.
I'm in Prescott, so. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then we have Gussie Gorilla's Hot Lead, Puma Fiosi, and Soda Smugglers. Nice little series here. All these games. Really cool games. You maybe have heard of Dog Park. Well, there's an expansion coming called Dog Park New Tricks with more dogs, maybe. Looks like more dogs. And then over here, another game called Forever Home. Again, about dogs. I was just saying there's not enough games about dogs. We need at least 10 more. All right, folks, now we're talking about marbles and mazes. Look at this. The castle. The ninja. So these are little... Yeah, there's different ones, and there's all these boxes. Here's a big giant version with different sizes. I want them all. All right, here we are at Pink Tiger Games with a bunch of cool party games. We have Lost Words. We have Cloud 9, which of these do you want? The answer is putting on warm clothes right out of the dryer. Anyone who doesn't like that is a heathen. Think you know me, Rabbit Rabbit. Lots of cool games. Pink Tiger Games. All right, folks, here is Queen by Midnight. This is a new publisher, Darrington Press, working with Critical Role. Look at that, it's a dice tower and a clock and a Lazy Susan, which is probably the most perfect combo ever created. Also, look at this cool art. Coming out in August. Now we're taking a look at a game that's coming to Kickstarter, Time Warp Warriors, in which, in this game, you are rolling these fat old meeples, and depending on how they land, you're going to be punching and kicking your opponent on this board here with combos, and more. You'll see it on Kickstarter soon. Now we're looking at Leaf. We already saw this one. It was backed on Kickstarter here, but now look at the leaves. Touching at the corners, coming out this fall. Here's a game coming to Kickstarter later this year, Bubble Net, where you are a whale using bubbles to herd fish into your belly. So look for this one. Really interesting theme. Here's the game everyone's excited about. Coming soon to pre-order, people. So we're here at game night, and there's only one game that anyone seems to care about. Lorcana. That's the one everyone's here signed up to play. And they're playing That's Not a Hat instead. But it's coming. I'm now in the exhibition hall. Here's Small Furry Games. This is a game called Bah Humbug and the 12 Games of Christmas. A bunch of games that are used into the same set of components. Really nice looking. It'll be interesting to see more. All right, folks, I'm super excited to look at this game. This is Halloween. Oh, look, it's by Emerson. And look at this game. So this is a hidden game where one person is going to be Michael Myers, moving on their hidden board here. And everyone else is going to be looking for some kids and keys, unlock the car, and get out before Michael gets you. Folks, I am really, really excited about this. Looks really cool. And, yeah, man. So this is from Trick or Treat Games. They have other games here. We got Shadowgate, and you've already seen Nightmare Productions, and but this is the one I am easily most excited about. This is what the hall looks like at night. The main hall has closed, and you can see that there's board game signs everywhere, electronic stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of people here. You'll see, you might catch glimpses of publishers. Look at that guy in the orange. That's Johnny Pack. The designers, content creators, all kinds of people here as everyone's getting ready for dinner. We're playing Tesseract here. Me and Greg and Kurt and Dan. That was a fake smile from Dan. He's actually making us all lose.
All right, I think I'm gonna take a couple.
We're doing very poorly, but you never know. We might come back and win. All right, we lost. We lost. We did well, but we lost. Kurt made us lose.
I did.
Dan did well for like 1% of the game.
So?
Well, I'll have to try it again and see if I win next time. This is the Open Gaming on night 2. As you can see, it's very crowded. Also, they're serving snacks and Rice Krispie treats. Oh, I'm out, guys. I'll be back.
Whoa.
So Bonanza All About Beans is changing to flowers. Here's some of the new cards in the set. Coming out soon. This is coming out much later, but being produced now. This was on Kickstarter earlier for the designer of Cascadia. Folks, here's the third game in the 2-player line. They're both the first two, which were great. So this one has to be great. It has to be. It's Dogfight. Here we have a giant version of Quail. Me and Z reviewed this one. Remember, everybody, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich game? Anyway, I just like large games. It's a very simple game, very easy to play. It's a lot of fun. But this is that booth. Here's all the GAMA games. This is from Hachette Gaming, and you can see there's the Zombie Kids stuff, Gosu, Tribes of the Wind, Northgard, Ultry. Ooh, look at Nidavellir. So lots of great games here. Here's a couple upcoming games, Vivarium and Valbara. I don't know much about either of these, but they look cool. There's Miller's Zoo. That one we have at the Dice Tower. I need to get it played. All right, folks, here we are. We're at Launch Tabletop, and these are basically prints that you can get. So you can see these are board game covers, but there's custom ones here. These are from Andrew Bosley and Quanche Morai.
No, these are
Miguel Coimbra.
And Jackie Davis.
And Jackie Davis. I'm mixing up the different people.
Ian O'Toole.
That's Ian O'Toole. And these come right off. They're like metal.
Yes. So they mount with a magnet, so you can swap them. I'm tired of seeing Andrew Bosley on my wall. I'd like some Jackie Davis.
I can't believe anyone would ever say they want to get rid of Bosley, but that is a really good picture there. And this is coming to Kickstarter, you said?
We are kickstarting in May.
In May, which, by the way, folks, is like tomorrow when you watch this.
Yeah, it's later in May.
Alrighty, that's Launch Tabletop. This is Omicron Protocol, which has a giant elephant stomping on somebody and a bear. He's coming to expansion, but look at all this cool stuff. If there's an apocalypse coming, I'm riding the elephant. All Play has all their games, upcoming and new ones. A ton of small little games here that they're showing off. And then there at the very corner, we see Zuvatis and Trailblazers again. Over here, you see Trekking Through History, small furry games. Lots of people showing off games. This is a role-playing game in a box without a DM needed.
What's that?
I'm telling the camera what we got here.
Yeah.
It's an app-driven RPG coming to America this June. Pericles. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to GAMA.
All right. I want to say thank you to GAMA for bringing me in and letting me be there, be part of it. I had a really good time. I always have a fun time seeing my fellow reviewers, seeing publishers and designers, and there's a lot of people there, and I had a fantastic time. I was definitely busy. I was definitely tired, but I was able to get a lot of things done. Like I said, there's a lot of business and stuff that goes on there, and I'm not a fan of meetings. So that part of it was kind of like another meeting. But these are the things that we do. We want to make sure the Dice Tower is as good as it possibly can be for you all. But hopefully some of the stuff that caught your eye there in these little clips that we've seen is something that you're interested in. Definitely worth checking out. I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been the Dice Tower as we took a look at GAMA 2023.